Welcome back. As we move through the holiday gifting season, many of us are also thinking about ways to give back and especially how to involve kids. Actress, author, and entrepreneur Alexa Pina Vega is joining us today to highlight meaningful gift options that can change a life for children and families in need, both here in the US and around the world. Here's my conversation with Alexa.
Hey, Gio, Alexa.
Hi, how are
Nice
you?
to meet you.
Nice to
I'm
meet you
good.
too. So excited to talk about World Vision and just giving back this holiday season. Just jumping right in here as the holiday season kind of starts to wind down and last minute shoppers, everything like that. Many families are thinking about meaningful ways to give back. So just talk a little bit about why it's so important this time of year when it comes to generosity.
Well, I think it always feels good to give. I think yes, it's so exciting to receive, but when you start giving and you see the impact that you have with your giving, it's just nothing fills your heart more, and that's something we've been instilling in our children for a long time. Um, I feel like I've been working with World Vision personally, just like giving to them over the last 10 years. I really, really love what they're doing. And what's really special about World Vision specifically is they really work to give different families and children the tools that they need to be able to lift themselves out of poverty. So, what I love about World Vision and giving with World Vision is they have this gift catalog, and it's not going to look like your normal gift catalog. Now, I did team up with them a couple years ago, and we created this really cool bracelet, and it's made by these artisan like female girl, like these girls who are in Colombia, and that's where my family is from. And they're doing everything fair trade, and it's really awesome. But then you have other gifts in the catalog, like goats and chickens and ducks. And I don't think people realize these kind of gifts are literally tools for families in different countries because not only can they get milk and cheese and yogurt and those kind of goods for their own family, they can now sell them and become equipped and financially become more stable because they're getting their own resources now. So it's really such a beautiful gift because it's a tool, it's a life tool.
I love that. And you've shared that you use that gift catalog sort of as a teaching tool for your kids as well. What does
Yeah.
that look like kind of at your house during this time of year?
Well, it's really fun because kids love animals, and it's so exciting for them to be able to point to the different ones that they want to give. And, like, okay, well, what does this do? Like, if I give a goat, like, what does that look like? And so I think that's really, really exciting for the kiddos. And then listening to them share it with other kids, I think that is probably the moment where you're like, oh my gosh, like my parenting is working when they're explaining to other kids, like, yeah, so we bought a family a goat. And do you know what that goat does? So it's so beautiful, and it's really igniting for them because they feel empowered and they feel very impactful. And that's just what it's doing for our family. Like when you get to watch the videos of truly how World Vision is impacting these people, I mean it's beautiful.
And for someone who might be seeing the catalog for the first time, talk a little bit about how to obtain one and how it sort of works and, giving that joy to
Yes. Okay.
someone.
Well, I have a catalog right here. It's
Beautiful.
amazing. I would say go to worldvision.org/Alexa. Check it out. You can always they have all the info on the website, and you can always either order a catalog, you can look right there online and they'll have everything there for you as well. I love having the catalog because it's really nice having it out because it's been a great talking point, one with the kiddos to be able to actually flip through it, but also with other people when they come to the house. So I would say go online and get yourself a catalog.
And many people don't realize that World Vision also supports families that are here in the US as well. So, what kinds
Yes.
of needs are you able to talk about what needs are being met domestically?
Well, what was really cool is I can't remember if it was last Christmas or the Christmas before last. I met with World Vision in LA, and we were doing community outreach in the LA area. And we show up to a community super in need. There are hundreds of kids. It was such a beautiful Christmas event that World Vision was helping out with. But the people at this particular location were just praising World Vision. They're like, I don't even think you realize how much you guys are helping us and how much you have showed up over and over and over again. They're like, the second we need something, we tell you what our need is and you meet it immediately. And for me, kind of just showing up as like, hey, how can I help? And really seeing their impact in just this one random community. I mean, it was beautiful. I was there with Brian, who is watching right now, and we were both just blown away because needs were really being met, and right there in a place that I lived for so long.
And I know that your faith is a very big part of your life. So how does that generosity kind of fit into the values that you and your family sort of maintain?
I think for me, like everything goes back to, like you said, my faith and faith, everything should be rooted in love. Even when it's hard, even when you maybe don't really want to love on that person, we're called to love regardless. And I feel like just our world has been feeling a little bit crazier lately. There has been so many like divides, and I feel like especially during the holidays, it's just that moment where we're like, wait a minute, hold on. We're all human. We all have a need. We all just want to be loved and nurtured. We want to feel heard. We want to feel seen. And I just feel like there's something about this season that kind of allows us to just go, wait a minute. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter if we're on like different ideas of how we approach life. What we can agree on is the more and more we all work together to serve our community in need, I think just the better as a whole. Hold on, I want to make sense of that. We just become better as a whole. And there's nothing like working together toward a common goal. And I feel like who doesn't want to help those in need? I feel that's like such a unifying thing. And World Vision is doing such a good job at that.
I know you talked about your kiddos talking to other kids about how they get involved, but is there anything else
Yeah.
that your kids have said that throughout this process or just the holidays in general that really sticks with you and makes you feel proud?
I think they're just becoming so much more aware. In the past they wouldn't think much of not in a bad way, like sorry, not to be mean, but they just wouldn't
Right.
really think much of like, oh, there are other people out there just because they don't know, right?
Sure.
But we try to do a lot of outreach through different organizations and with this one in particular, I think just the fact that they were talking to other kids about it, I think that's the moment for me as a parent that I'm like, oh, good. Like this is really sinking in for them, and they actually are catching on. They understand it. They know the value in it, and I think that's the biggest thing. It's one thing to say like, okay, we're gonna go help people, and they're like, okay, we helped people, but really explaining why and how we're meeting those needs and what the company does, like they actually get it, and that's really special.
Looking ahead to the new year, what do you have coming up that you are excited about?
There are a lot of great things. A couple that I can talk about. We haven't announced all this stuff, but we are currently in the middle of a book. There will be two books coming out. I don't know if they're happening next year or just at the top of the year after that, but I will keep you posted. And we have a couple movie projects. But again, this stuff hasn't been announced, so there's only so much I can say.
No worries at all. And then just to have it for a wrap, just one more mention of if viewers want to learn more or explore the gift catalogs themselves, where should they go?
Please go to worldvision.org/Alexa.
Alexa, thank you so much. It was so funny. I was watching
Thank you
Sleepover
for having
and then
me.
the next morning I
No.
got I got the email and I was like,
Okay, wait,
"Whoa."
hold on. My kids just discovered Sleepover,
Oh my
and we're
God.
on the airplane going to visit Daddy on tour, and literally all three have like an iPad, and all three are watching Sleepover. I'm like, what is happening right now?
Everyone's like, "Oh
It
my
was
God, Spy
hilarious.
Kids." And I'm like, sleepover. We're talking about
Sleepover.
sleepover.
Oh, well, thank you so much for continuing to keep that in your catalog.
such a great mission there and a great way to give back this holiday season. And like I said, you can find all the information about our guests over on rochesterfirst.com. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Behind the Curtain. Thank you to both Chris and Alexa. We will see you next week for the final episode of 2025. Take care.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love.